Hi everybody, it is Monday, November 21st, and I am happy to say that the RV is finally organized and at least 98% clean. There's still a few things that I need to put away, like some extra clothes laying around and some extra stuff for maintenance on the RV to put away, but all the drawers and the cupboards are organized. Here's Thomas's cupboard. It looks a little cramped, but it's just the our folders and some of his lenticular sheets. Up here, I cleaned out a lot of stuff. I have it so that the printer is here. We just grab the cords, pull them through here, and we plug it in underneath that cupboard. And then we can set the laptop on top of the camping closet and then print and scan. And that way the printer and scanner is out of the way. And all of the papers, foam pieces, anything like that are all tucked away beside it. And they're accessible through here, even though I do want to get coverings for this part. Up here is a lot of extra ink cartridges for the printer, some markers, craft things, glue, glitter, etc. We have the button machine and button press for punching the pieces of paper. And then we have the button pieces. We have my paints from acrylic to watercolor. I have the fall decorations here. We haven't purchased any Christmas decorations yet. I'm trying to look for a battery operated little Christmas tree to put on like the counter in the kitchen or the top step in the living room. In this container here, we have my beads that I make my keychains with. So all of them are in here, both the Hammer beads and the perler ones. And then in here it's the extra pencils, etc., sketchbooks that we are using currently. In here is my closet. There's not too much hanging up, but I do have a couple of my books, some graphic novels that I'm keeping with us, and little notebooks and sketch pads and the keychains that I didn't sell at Helcon. In the drawers here, the top drawer is electronic stuff that Thomas uses, like LED light strips that he has projects planned with. In this drawer, it's all my cross stitch. I still need to kind of organize that one a little bit, but all the cross stitch stuff is in here. This drawer is new. I took out all of my bead stuff to put into the bigger container up top in the top cupboard, and then I took all of our buttons, the button packs that I didn't sell at Helcon, our prints, pretty much all of our product is in here that has been all pre-made already. The bathroom is fairly organized. It looks the same as it did, just cleaned up a little bit. I vacuumed and cleaned up all the hair from doing my hair in the mornings. Don't mind the dishes. We don't use our water right now because it is really cold and we don't want our pipes to freeze. So all of our tanks are emptied and we bring our dishes into the house to wash them. Up here is a lot of baking stuff. I have sugar, the lemon poppy seed mix that I used in a previous vlog for making muffins. Extra sugar here again, flour, brown sugar, coconut sugar, some rations just in case of emergencies. If we're stranded somewhere, we don't have food or anything, we have some rations just for emergency purposes. Here, the plates usually sit up here, bowls, cups. I have a mixing bowl and one strainer. That's pretty much all we need, really. In here is the Ziploc bags with some of the good containers with the twist-on tops, oven mitts, extra cloths to wash dishes and scrubbies. And I have my apron here as well for when I'm baking and cooking. Down here is all containers. So they're all organized, all the lids are together, easy to grab and store away. And here is our emergency supplies. It's like extra packets, food packets, juice, crystals, sugar, coffee, tea. We have batteries, the flashlight, and some little candles, tea light candles, bug spray, and our bungee cords, as well as matches. We do have a lot of matches with us. In that top drawer is baking stuff. It's kind of a mess, so I'm not going to show it. And the bottom one is just pots and pans. And this bottom shelf, or bottom drawer here, is the cat's food. So there's nothing really. Up here is kind of a mess. We're trying to eat as much food as possible before we head over the border. This is pretty much all, most of the pantry stuff that we have is here and in here. The cupboards up here was holding everything that is sitting here now, but I cleaned it out obviously, and now it's all empty, so there's nothing in these. Up here, same thing. I emptied it out. I had a bunch of books and comics and stuff that I wanted to keep with us, but then I decided that it wasn't worth the mileage, like the cost of gas and everything, so I took it out, kept a handful that you saw in the back room, and it's empty now, so it's available to use if we need it for extra storage. Up here is our blankets, our extra blankets and sheets, and oh, this is the cat's tent that he doesn't like to use properly because he likes to squish it down. Okay, so here on our bench, we had one of these material boxes up here, but I was able to empty it out and toss it because it was broken anyways, and I find it opens up the space so much more. I'm thinking we might even be able to put our little Christmas tree there if we end up getting one, and I think that'd be a cute little spot to put it right next to the couch. In here, electronic stuff, some exercise stuff like skipping ropes, some frisbees. Down there is all shoes, Thomas's boots, the cat carrier, and some of the extra propane tanks for our buddy heater are stored under there. And again, you've seen that briefly in other videos, but that's where our battery bank is for our solar panels. So I was really busy, and I am really happy to have it done because we are leaving. And Wednesday's the date. So far still we have the servicing at 4 to do in the morning. Then after that we are going to head out. Hopefully it gets done early enough so that we can make it all the way to Chelmsford. If something were to happen where we can't get to Chelmsford on Wednesday, then we're going to try to get as far at least as Bangor. We want to get like over the border, get that over with. And then, yeah, we'll boondock in Bangor if we have to. It's going to be a little bit cold, but it'll be just for like the one night. And then Thursday, which is Thanksgiving down there, then we'll do the few hours left of traveling to get to Chelmsford, see the family, and then we're heading south for 6 months, and it's really exciting. The two of us, we woke up fairly early this morning, unable to get back to sleep, and part of it I think is like nerves and excitement for traveling, because the longest we've been gone without being plugged into shore power or anything, like 3 weeks this past summer, and then it got too cold so we came back. But 3 weeks versus 6 months is a big difference, so we'll see how it goes. It should be alright. We've noticed that in the States it seems a lot more convenient to be a full-time RVer because there's more accessible water and dump stations and everything, and there's some parks that are free camping for like 14 days or so at a time, so it's going to be a really big help for us.